background of the discourse of evidence-based policymaking promoted by international organizations and governments, my commentary in this book, titled "Can We Trust Evidence in Policymaking?", focuses on the reasons why we are well advised to mistrust the discourse of evidence that is all too often used and abused for the interests of power. I discuss 4 aspects in this regard that emerge to different degrees from the chapters included in this volume: the disconnect between research and policymaking, the abuse of evidence for the pursuit of ideologies and interests, the challenge of standardized and globalized knowledge, and the politics of policymaking. I point to the long history of questionable experiments in education based on evidence, and to the notable gap between the world of educational research and policy. I also discuss the role of philanthropic foundations in pursuing educational initiatives and policies that fit their ideological agendas and produce evidence that fits their purpose. I argue that another reason to be skeptical of evidence is its globalized nature that tends to prescribe universal standardized solutions and what works approaches, but does not pay adequate attention to local cultures and differences. I further argue that evidence is just one part of policymaking, and not necessarily the most important one. In our outcome-oriented culture, we tend to pay too much attention to evidence and too little to the politics of policymaking. Appeals to evidence-based policy can depoliticize debates, marginalize relevant social concerns, and do not necessarily make policies democratically legitimate. Evidence is never neutral and objective, but immersed in a political struggle. I also argue that we need knowledge that stems from different epistemologies and democratic debates, rather than globalized, depoliticized evidence.